The Business Buzz, an insightful and fresh take on a variety of issues that impact the local business environment. This is where we address the business topics that matter. Here's your host, Anita Khan.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to Radio Cayman's Business Buzz. Today we have two segments. On the first segment will be showcasing Rhulens Real Estate. Come news time at 8 o'clock, right after that, news, weather, traffic, we'll be bringing the second segment. On the second segment this morning, we'll be speaking to the folks from Island Naturals. So it's going to be an exciting morning. Here's hoping you'll stay with us. If you're traveling on the roads this morning, please take your time, no in and out, and just be courteous. No road rage, okay? Promise? Thanks to Miss Susan. Susan is a producer of The Buzz. She's holding it down this morning. Good morning, Susan. Good morning to each and every one of you. And good morning, of course, to our guest in the studio. We have from Rhulens Real Estate, Ms. Sloan Rhulens. She's the owner. Good morning, Sloan.
Good morning, Anita. Thank you so much for having me here this morning.
You're welcome. You're no stranger to Radio Cayman, especially to the Business Buzz.
It's a pleasure to be back.
Well, you're also a sponsor of The Buzz, and we want to first up say thank you for that.
We are so happy to sponsor this show. As you said, it's a great place to be for relevant information about the business environment, and we're pleased to continue to support you to broadcast that information.
Well, thank you. And we want to hear all about Rhulens this morning. Just in case, we have listeners out there who've never heard of Rhulens Real Estate. I'm pretty sure they've all heard about Rhulens. Now, Sloan, tell us a little about yourself and your motivation for founding Rhulens Real Estate.
Okay.
That's some of your hobbies as well, while you're there.
Well, I've been in the real estate business for about 26 years. I moved to Cayman full-time in 2011, but my family had a home here since the late 70s. Okay. So wow. Cayman was kind of in the DNA. And the reason I started the company actually was because I saw a gap in the market. I came here originally to work for DART, which was a wonderful experience. And after leaving there, set up the company because I felt that there weren't a lot of opportunities to have commercial real estate representation on island. Mm-hmm. So my background in New York City was doing that, and that's a very large market of, over 500 million square feet. This is quite a small market of only about 3 million feet. But there wasn't really an opportunity for tenants and landlords to have representation in the leasing process across the island. So when we opened initially, and also in the same as selling commercial assets, and we don't see a lot of sales happen in that market because they're much larger assets. There are fewer of them that would trade each year, but there is a significant amount of leasing that's happening. So we opened to provide that service, and over time, we opened the business in 2015. It's grown to include the residential portion, and that was actually driven by our clients requesting those services because they were very pleased with how the commercial process was handled for them. And they then said, can you give us some advice on some residential aspects? And that was, again, part of my background. When I was working on island, I ran the residential piece in my previous job as well. So that was just a natural evolution of the company. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And one of the things that, we focus on now is just providing residential sales and rental relocation services. So, for example, if you were coming to island and you needed to move here, and we have a young man who works for the company, and he would reach out to you and help with everything from giving you advice on what the school options are, and all the neighborhoods, and how to operate in Cayman, where everything is, doctors, etc., to kind of really help you come down and be part of the island, right off the bat. So we offer that service, residential sales, if you wanted to sell your apartment, if you wanted to engage the market and purchase something, if you owned a company and you wanted to, again, lease office space, if you owned real estate assets and you needed advice and assistance on leasing out those spaces, or you wanted to purchase an investment property. So again, we run the gamut, I guess.
You do. Sounds like it. I love
Yes.
it. I love it. No, you've been in business since 2015
Yes, and we are.
in Grand Cayman.
Yes.
So how are you enjoying this, Sloan?
Well, I love the island, and one of the things I will say is that we're a boutique firm, so we are a small company. We will always be a small company. That's just kind of our part of the ethos, and so that's just been nice in that we only have a certain amount of listings at any given time. We only service a certain amount of clients at any given time. So it's been a very wonderful opportunity for me to work on a lot of different projects with a lot of very interesting people.
And you're a Cereba member, right?
Yes, we are. Absolutely. And we think it's really important to have a larger body that governs the real estate industry. Cereba does a lot of educational things. They have a lot of knowledge and experience when it comes to KYC, which is a big thing in the real estate industry. It's very important for everyone to do their part, to keep the jurisdiction off the, any kind of watch lists. I mean, we have a part really in fighting, against any kind of money laundering or terrorism funding or anything like that. So, we perform a lot of KYC on our clients. And again, one of the nice things about having a boutique business is I primarily deal with people that are known to me or we have relationships with through other clients and customers. A lot of our business is referral business and through references. So, sorry, I diverted a bit, but going back to Cereba, it's just very important to have, the KYC in place and all of those rules and regulations to, as I said, govern how the industry works. So we are a member of Cereba. And we think that, as I said, that's an important
compliance
aspect.
can be a lot of work, but
absolutely,
it's something you have to do. You have to perform
100%.
Yeah. Now, can you just share one success story or a major milestone that your business has achieved since opening since 2015?
I'd say one great one that I enjoyed doing was we sold the old CIBC building in town.
That's where we have Starbucks right now.
Correct. Right? Exactly. So that's part of the success story to a new owner who fully renovated it, actually bought the initial buildings and then bought the neighboring building in a separate transaction during COVID. So assembled 3 towers. And then we did the leasing of the building. So first we worked on the sales to the new owner, and then the new owner retained us to handle the leasing of that. So we were able to secure a deal with Starbucks and a number of other new firms to reach 100% occupancy. And so that was a great project to work on. And, we're still the leasing agent of that building. And we do actually now have some new vacancy that's come up. That deal was done in 2019. A recent win would be the contract assignment of a watermark property on 7 Mile Beach, which I believe set a record for the per foot in that particular asset. So, we lots of different things. But,
congrats.
Also...
You're doing a great job.
Thank you so much. But also a recent win was, the sale of a property to, a new homeowner who just had a baby. And, it was just so wonderful for them to be able to come to the island, buy a property, move in.
Actually, we had a guest on the buzz. Was last week, and she heard me mention that you're a sponsor of the buzz, and she said, "Yes, Sloan, she sold me my home," and she went on and on. And it was great. It was great testimony for you, I have to tell you.
That's so funny. It's such a small island, so that's lovely to hear.
Burke. What's her name again?
We've been Sutton Burke.
Sutton Burke.
So
that's right.
Not only did we sell her house, but we also leased her office space. The premises for her business.
Right.
Infinite Mind Care.
That's right. That's right.
And we happen to also be the leasing agents of the buildings, which is Cannon Place and Elizabethan Square. And coincidentally, that is the landlord of my existing office premises. So, we work for them as well.
And speaking of office premises, where are you located, Sloan?
So we are actually located in what's now known as Carrington Place, which everyone would know as the Kaboo building or the old Mitzi's building if you've been here long enough.
That's right.
On 7 Mile Beach. And we're actually just getting ready to renovate
That's
our
where we used
offices.
to have lots of...
black coral jewelry.
Right. Upstairs, there was the disco.
Oh my goodness, what was the name of that? It was
Oh.
white. Bamboo? Not bamboo.
I cannot remember.
We're having a senior moment here,
Yeah,
Anita.
yeah,
This
yeah,
proves
yeah,
how
yeah.
old we are, that both we've been there, but neither one of us can remember the name.
That was a hot spot around.
That was an absolute hot
yeah.
spot upstairs on the second floor, for
yeah.
sure.
It used to be jamming.
Yes,
Kids don't have fun like that anymore.
Absolutely not. But so the problem is they can't anymore because there are too many smartphones taking pictures of everything.
I know. But technology is changing the scope of the real estate industry. Now, how beneficial can it be for your clients to improve the buying process, along with, of course, your MLS, system?
Sure. I mean, technology is made a huge change. I mean, basically, without having the ability to stream a video and see all that during COVID, especially, people would not have been able to come here and buy things, because a lot of what happened during that time was people literally were buying things on a video tour, because, as we all know, we couldn't fly.
Right.
So that, I think, had a huge impact on the sales process and sort of the introduction just generally of the ability to share videos and have all of these streaming platforms and get the information out there excuse me, to a much wider marketplace. So that the access to information, I think, as a result of technology and people being able to have these different websites that they can find sales details and various information. And I think a lot of it is just communication based and allowing the connectivity of people in a much broader.
Yeah. Now you have drones that take photos.
Sure.
And of the sites and all that good stuff. How do you use drones to?
Yeah. So actually, yesterday we were out at an open house. We had an agent open house at 40 Dunlop Drive, which is just right next to Coconut Bay. We have a beautiful property there. It's a house that's on 1.22 acres with a pickleball court and
Nice.
a pool. So it's pretty amazing. And the only way to really get that message to the market is actually flying a drone. So while we photograph the house in a traditional way, we have a drone that comes in and flies over, and then we have an amazing content creator who splices it all together and makes those slick videos that you see on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and all those other kind of platforms. And that's amazing, and that's a lot of fun. And like you said, that's really changed things immensely. I mean, you have time-lapse photography where you can have, a construction site, like Dolphin Point Club, I believe, is using something like that and I know DART has used it in the past, where they'll literally film everything as the building's going up, and in the end, they'll put together a small video, and you'll see the construction process from start to finish.
Awesome.
Things like that are amazing. And also the other thing about technology is, as I mentioned in the access to information, it allows you really to have access to everything real time. So for example, one of my clients recommended DocuSign to us, which we now use religiously, and we send out all of our documents to someone and they can literally sign them online. So instead of needing to find a printer, scan it back. So technology, also allows more ease to the process around the world.
But if you have a client who's overseas and they're signing that transfer, you still have to do it via.
So that you do actually. So there are a few wet ink documents that you do need, but for the most part, you can get away with a lot of things on DocuSign initially.
Okay. Sloan, we have to take a break. We want to thank our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center, and of course, Rhulens Real Estate. And the owner of Rhulens is right at the mic. You just heard her. Sloan Rhulens of Rhulens Estate. Susan, we're going to take that break. Thank you.
The Cayman Islands boasts of a long, colorful, and rich history. In tribute to our roots, Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands, is pleased to bring you the Historical Vignette Series, brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects. The Cayman Islands, he hath founded it upon the seas.
Richard Ellsworth Bush, 1860-1944.
Richard Ellsworth Bush went to sea at the age of 16. His parents passed away in 1887, and he took care of his sisters and brothers. He was one of the few men in the Cayman Islands who had a Master Mariner certificate from England. He was also a boat builder, modeling, building, and sailing 4 vessels: the Firefly, the Lily, the Gladwin, and the 79-ton Klosking, which he co-owned with 2 other men. Richard Bush saved 2 men from drowning during the storms in Georgetown Harbor. Richard Bush was the father of Gladwin Bush, better known as Miss Lassie.
Radio Cayman's historical vignettes was brought to you by Rotary Central. For more than 110 years, Rotary members have used their passion, energy, and intelligence to take action on sustainable projects.
Register, get your clues, start your engines, find the answers. The Rotary Central Gumball Rally is just around the corner. Exciting questions, exciting answers, exciting prizes for rally car theme, rally preparation, gumball rally spirit, accuracy, and more. Find the finish line and win prizes Saturday, February 10th. 11:30 a.m. for on-site registration. Start location, Cricket Square, Georgetown. Only $125 per car, a team of 2 to 4 persons. Pre-register for this most exciting scavenger hunt at RotaryCentralKY.com or call 936-1344 for guidance. The Rotary Central Gumball Car Rally, a fun event, not a race event. Proceeds address projects around mental health in the Cayman Islands. Rotary Central Gumball Rally, helping create hope in Cayman and the world.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
We have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Real estate decisions have a major impact on your life and work. A home may be the biggest purchase you'll ever make. Office space is the second highest cost after staffing. For savvy property decisions, a trusted advisor is vital. Rhulens' reputation is built on that trust. Data-driven and fact-focused, Rhulens harnesses 25 years of experience and the latest market intelligence. We analyze every opportunity in the context of our clients' best interest now and in their future. For important real estate decisions, contact me, Sloan Rhulens, and my team at 938-1000 or info@rhulens.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
Cayman Brac, are you ready for fiber? Flow Fiber is now available island-wide across Cayman Brac. Get faster speeds and a reliable internet connection only with Flow. Visit the Flow Stake Bay store or discoverflow.co to sign up today. Flow Fiber is now available island-wide across Cayman Brac. Join Cayman Brac's only fiber network. Terms and conditions apply.
It will be Saturday, January 20th, 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. The annual Cayman Islands Orchid Society show is here. Location, Agricultural Showgrounds, Agricola Drive, Lower Valley, Bodden Town. A delightful exhibition of compellingly beautiful orchids, accessories, and implements. Expand your horizons, grow your knowledge, be a student of orchids for a day. Classes, briefing sessions around species, plant requirements, orchid care, manage your plants. Save the date, Saturday, January 20th, the annual Orchid Society Show and Tell. The Agricultural Showgrounds. Bring the family, bring a friend. Orchids, no plants, no bloom like an orchid.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
It's 10 minutes until 8 o'clock until we bring you the early morning news. We've got in the studio on the Business Buzz, Miss Sloan Rhulens. Sloan is the owner of Rhulens Real Estate, and Sloan, it's a pleasure to have you in the studio. How do you stay abreast of market trends?
So a lot of that is research. We do a lot of research into the actual past history of what's happened, what's going on in the market, and that helps to determine what's going on in the future. When advising clients on purchasing, we're obviously looking at the comparables and recent sales and what other factors are determining. We read a lot, obviously, of articles of relevant, things to the geopolitical situation, as well as just, the financial markets. We also talk to a lot of other experts with regards to legal issues that might be impacting, or other, bankers, and so mortgage loans, those kind of, where the rates are going to be, what the expectations are for around lending. So really, we just try to do a lot of research and talk to a lot of different experts in various fields about what they're seeing, so that we know what's going on. Obviously, there's discussion around a potential increase in stamp duty. So, that's something that we're, like everyone else, waiting for more information on, talking to people that know more and how that's going to impact and, what that's going to mean. So a lot of it, again, is just communication and dialogue with people that are in the know as well.
Networking.
Networking, exactly.
Now, Sloan, say someone's selling your clients, what tips do you have for your sellers and your buyers?
Well, one of the tips I have for just generally in the market is, I think it's really important for people to have what I call a trusted advisor. So someone that's going to really dig into the details of, every aspect of this transaction. I think what a lot of people don't realize, or don't necessarily think about, is this is going to be, whether you're buying or selling, one of the biggest, if not the biggest, financial transaction of your life, right? This is a major thing. So just like when you have, a major, medical issue or a legal issue, you're going to go and you're going to find an expert, a doctor, a lawyer, somebody that is going to advise you on how to move through the process in the way that's going to make the most sense and be the best for you. So I think it's important. I could sit here and I could give you little tips about, taking the clutter out and, how you can best stage your house and doing the photos. But I think really the important things are, having a trusted advisor, asking a lot of questions, getting the information, the same thing when you're, going to get your mortgage, really understanding what is on offer, asking all the questions, having the person at the bank really giving you the information, and whether at that point it's various banks, but and also having your broker or your agent looking over your shoulder and really helping you, giving you the benefit of their knowledge and experience, having done this 100 times or 200 or 500 for all of these other people to, I think that's really the most important thing, is having a lawyer, having an expert on your side to review whatever contracts or anything that you need. It's worth the extra few $1,000s that you're paying to have the peace of mind that you have all the I's dotted and the T's crossed. And, and I would say the same with, an inspection of your house. That's another one. And again, your advisor will be telling you all of these things in the process and making sure that you're protected and engaging in the way that you need to be.
Now, real estate in Cayman Islands is really transparent. Every transaction is well orchestrated.
Documented.
Documented.
Absolutely.
And you've done real estate in New York, and you're here now. New York is, of course, a bigger place, right?
Absolutely.
More square footage.
Sure.
How do you find doing real estate here in Grand Cayman? How are you? The difference. How different is it? Of course, it's different, but I want to know how different it is for you now on a smaller scale.
I think, ultimately, Anita, people are people wherever you are, and kind of transactional business is the same. So,
right.
really for us, I mean, I think one of the things that I learned being in New York is that you have to be incredibly responsive to your clients. You have to provide another level of customer service because otherwise they can go anywhere else. There's a million other people, a million other offices, a million other houses, apartments, agents doing that job. So to be, to be successful in any market, it's really all about providing that service to the client. And I think you see the same thing in both markets. You see people that want and demand a high level of customer service, a high level of communication, understanding, knowledge. Like you said, all the deals are transparent. So unless you're really studying that information and understanding it, and there is a gap between when a sale is done and when it's registered in the lands database or by, the Lands and Survey Department, which is the department that manages all this information and provides it and really, in essence, guarantees the title to the property through the government. So it's really an important system that's in place. And yes, that information is available, but it's a matter of, actually during COVID, it was a matter of really being on top of that. The 45-day gap between what something sold for and when it was registered was really meaningful because there was very little inventory and things were trading at a rate that, if you weren't properly advised, you might miss the opportunity or underbid, overbid, whatever it might have been. So it's really, again, I think it's really key to have all of that information and utilize it in a meaningful way. And that's something that we really try to do, on both sides for our clients, in all aspects.
What, before I let you go, Sloan, I know you're busy. You've got money to make. Can you give us some contact details?
Sure. As we mentioned earlier, we are located on West Bay Road in the old Mitzi's building, Carrington Place, as it's known now. You're more than welcome to stop in anytime. There's always someone in the office. I have a great group of people. Again, we're a small company. I have 2 agents in the office currently with me, Jessica Thomas and Dario Rivers, both who are, wonderful people who have the same ethos, very high level of customer service, and very hardworking.
They know the island well.
Exactly. They know the island well. Dario is actually Caymanian and has been here, forever, his whole life. Actually, he's much younger than I am, so I won't say forever in his case. But so we have a great staff. You can always pop into the office. You can also give us a call. My number is very easy to remember, 938-1000. So
yeah, that's easy.
Yeah, exactly. So, I can be reached at 938-1000 pretty much anytime or via WhatsApp. We also have our website, Rhulens.com, which is RHULENS.com. We have, our Facebook as well as also Rhulens, Instagram. So any of these channels, LinkedIn, anywhere you can find us pretty much.
All
Google.
Right.
So come on by. The door is open. We'd love to talk to you. Advice is free at the moment, so come and get it.
That's right. Any future plans for Rhulens?
I think the key for us really is we're going to stay a boutique. We are going to continue to be small because we, as I said, have a bit of a different approach to customer service, and we only have the ability to service so many clients at any given time, and we don't want to grow to a point where we can't provide, that boutique type service.
Personalized service.
So we will be actually renovating our offices, continuing to remain where we are in that lovely location right there on 7 Mile. We do a lot of business in that area. We have a lot of clients on the corridor. So we enjoy being there, and it's convenient for school drop-off. You asked a question earlier about my hobbies. Unfortunately, at the moment,
When you're on the go.
my hobbies have kind of been set aside because I have a 4-year-old, so he takes up a lot of the time, happily. And so between, school and home, we have a fairly central location. So we just are going to be renovating our offices. Actually, if we're not there for a couple days, it's because but otherwise we're there. We'd love to meet with you and come on in and say hello.
Okay. Sloan, thank you so much. We wish you all the best. Sell. And thanks for your sponsorship once again of the Business Buzz. Business Buzz brought to you by Rhulens Real Estate and Cayman Insurance Center. We're going to take a quick break for the news. weather, traffic, and we'll be back with the second segment of The Buzz, and we'll be showcasing Island Naturals.
Thank you, Anita. And the studio time by Foster's is 8 o'clock.
When you're on the go, the experienced team at Foster's Pharmacy are here to help. Drop off your prescription while you shop or WhatsApp us and we'll prepare it, ready for your arrival.
Whether you need prescription or over-the-counter medications, blood glucose testing, or advice on vitamins and supplements, we're here early in the morning to late at night. Both of our locations at our Camana Bay and airport stores are open 7 a.m. to 9 p.m., Monday to Saturday.
For more info, visit fosters.ky/pharmacy. Foster's Pharmacy. Better health because we care.
The voice of the Cayman Islands.
89.9 FM in Grand Cayman and 93.9 FM in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman.
Silver wings shining in the sunlight.
Radio Cayman.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
For today's biggest news.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
With your latest news, I'm Carsley Fuller. Justice Cheryl Richards begins her summation in the Grand Court trial of a man charged with 4 counts of indecent assault. Radio Cayman's Jevi Ebanks brings us this update.
Justice Cheryl Richards has told the jury that the time is drawing near when they will be sent to retire to consider the facts of the case against Pelinda Disniaki, who is alleged to have touched 3 women on 4 occasions on public buses. The justice began her summation on Wednesday afternoon for the jury of 4 women and 3 men. She told the jury that the counts of indecent assault are as follows. For count 1, Mr. Disniaki used his elbow to touch the breast of a woman and put his hand on her leg. He denies the allegation and said if such acts did happen, they were as a result of a packed bus. On count 2, he fell asleep on a woman on the bus. He denies falling asleep on anyone on the bus. On count 3, that he touched a 15-year-old girl on the bus and rubbed her between her knee and her thighs multiple times. He denies it and says that as a result of the packed bus, her leg touched him, and on the final count, that he touched another woman's leg and breast. He denies the allegation, noting the packed bus. The 4 counts of indecent assault need to meet 5 elements for a person to be convicted. They are that he touched them deliberately, the assault or the circumstances was capable of being considered indecent by a right-minded person, that the defendant intended to commit assault, that the complainant did not consent, and that the defendant did not believe the complainant consented to the touch. Jevi Ebanks, Radio Cayman News.
The summation continues later today. The Deputy Director of Prisons, Daniel Greaves, was recently appointed to the permanent director position. CIGTV's Donna Bush brings us his report.
Mr. Greaves, with a career spanning some 38 years in the Cayman Islands Prison Service, brings a wealth of experience to the post. Now, commenting on the new appointment, Mr. Greaves says, quote, "I am proud to continue leading His Majesty's Cayman Islands Prison Service, and I envision a future for the department that is built on sustainable opportunities and evidence-based practices," end quote. The new Director of Prisons firmly believes in the power of collaboration to streamline the access that prisoners have to services and in creating efficient pathways for rehabilitation. Now, Ministry of Home Affairs officials say they have full confidence that Mr. Greaves will continue leveraging his extensive experience, leadership skills, and passion for positive change. We say a huge congratulations.
And MPs approved $46 million in funding for prison custodial services in the new 2-year government budget. Home Affairs Minister the Honorable Sabrina Turner told Finance Committee that on average, the prison service is housing a little over 200 inmates. MP Chris Saunders.
Where are we with regards to the design for the new prison?
There is a strategic outline business case that is final, and there are funds in this budget cycle for a draft and plans for the new build.
Now with a check of international news, here's the BBC, which takes us out of the newscast. I'm Carsley Fuller.
BBC News with Debbie Russ. Iran has strongly condemned Pakistani missile strikes on its territory in a region close to the 2 countries' border. The attacks on what Islamabad called terrorist hideouts came 2 days after similar actions by Iran. The Israeli president, Isaac Herzog, has said he's praying that medicines brought to Gaza will reach hostages held by Hamas. Qatar says the supplies have now arrived in the territory, along with humanitarian aid for Palestinians. A man has been sentenced to 50 years in prison in Thailand for insulting the monarchy. Mongkon Tirakot, a pro-democracy activist, was convicted after posting comments on Facebook. It's thought to be the longest sentence ever handed down for the offence. East African heads of state are meeting at a summit in Uganda to discuss the Sudan war and tension between Ethiopia and Somalia. But Sudan's military-led government has refused to attend after the regional body IGAD invited the head of its rival, the paramilitary Rapid Support Forces. A religious painting depicting the Soviet dictator Joseph Stalin meeting a Russian Orthodox saint has been removed from the main cathedral in the Georgian capital, Tbilisi. There had been public outcry as no such meeting between them is recorded in Georgian church records.
The 8 a.m. news is brought to you by ValueMed Pharmacy. Save time and order your prescription refills online at value-medpharmacy.com. VALU-medpharmacy.com.
Now, more than ever, supporting your immune system is crucial to helping your body fight off illnesses like the common cold, the flu, and COVID-19. At ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road and in Buttontown, we carry all the essential vitamins and minerals to help support your immune system and improve your overall health. Some of our top immunity support picks are vitamin C, vitamin D, zinc, elderberry, and quercetin, or the popular 7-in-1 immunity support. Our pharmacists are always on hand to help guide you and answer any questions. Visit ValueMed Pharmacy on Walkers Road or Buttontown. Live happy, live healthy with ValueMed Pharmacy.
Stay in touch with Radio Cayman with the latest up-to-date, accurate news and information. For your convenience, the headline news will be repeated on our sister station, Breeze 105.3 FM, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. Follow Radio Cayman on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or download the Radio Cayman app in the App Store or log on to www.radiocayman.gov.ky and stay connected to what's happening in the community. Radio Cayman, your voice, your choice, your radio.
The new KFC nuggets have arrived. That unlike the no-gets. Ours are handmade using 100% white meat, unlike the no-gets. At KFC, we hand-bread every day to achieve the perfect flavor. After you try our delicious and crispy nuggets in the original recipe, you'll never settle for less. KFC, the real nuggets. It's finger-licking good.
Welcome to a new year with Digicel. Elevate your mobile experience by switching to our prepaid or postpaid plans. Enjoy more data, seamless communication, and uninterrupted entertainment. Plus, make the switch now for a chance to win exciting rewards. Stay connected, entertained, and make 2024 your year with Digicel. Because better connections make a better year.
Good morning. Let's take a look at the latest weather report. Current temperature is 80 degrees. Relative humidity is 87%. The barometric pressure is 30.04 inches and rising. The wind is out of the northeast at 9 knots. Overnight low temperature was 77 degrees. Synopsis indicate moderate northeasterly winds and seas expected across the Cayman area in association with a high-pressure system over the southeast United States. Satellite images show a few low-level clouds across the northwest Caribbean. Now, the forecast for today is calling for mainly sunny skies with a 20% chance of afternoon showers. Temperatures today will be in the mid-80s. Winds will be east to northeast at 10 to 15 knots. Seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. Tonight, mainly fair skies with a 30% chance of late night showers and temperatures dipping to the mid-70s tonight. Winds will be east to northeast 10 to 15 knots and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet as well. Low tide will be this morning at 10:47, high tide this afternoon at 3:57 and a low tide again tonight at 10:57. The sun will set this evening at 8 minutes past 6 and will rise tomorrow morning at 3 minutes after 7. And the outlook is calling for light northeasterly winds and seas by Friday morning as a cold front is expected to drift across the Gulf of Mexico and the front is projected to enter the northwest Caribbean by Saturday evening. That's the very latest on your weather report.
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
And by National Road Safety. Be empowered. Help make our roads safe. Take the road to zero. Say no more to road fatalities in 2024.
Good morning once again. Let's take a look this time at traffic. Heavy traffic on the Linford Pearson Highway. Delays expected. Delays of about 30 minutes from the start of the Linford to Georgetown. Edward Street, light to moderate traffic flow, and coming off of Bobby Thompson Way, steady traffic, and continuing on to Huldah Avenue. As we look to the West Bay Road in front of the Ritz, traffic is moderate in both directions. And coming off of Esterly Tibbetts Highway, steady traffic. Some sections a little heavier. Owen Roberts Drive, light to moderate traffic flow. Godfrey Nixon Way and Eastern Avenue, flowing pretty good at the moment. And that's what's happening on your roads. Join us again at about 10 minutes after 12. We'll give you another traffic report. Remember, click it or ticket.
From boat days to beach gatherings, leave the catering to Subway. Choose from small and large sandwich platters, double meat wrap platters, and top it off with optional cookie platters for dessert. Or ask about our Subway box to go with the option of 6-inch or foot-long sandwich, 1 cookie, and 1 bag of chips for all occasions and celebrations. Let Subway focus on the food so you can focus on the fun. Visit subway.ky for catering options. Subway. Eat fresh.
Speeding is the highest cause of fatalities on Cayman's roads.
Brother, watch how fast my new car goes.
Got it!
But what if
he hadn't been speeding?
his friends hadn't been encouraging him?
What if we all just took the time to slow down and think? What if, as a community, we rose to the challenge of keeping our roads safe?
What if we all walked the road to zero
and decided no more in 2024?
The traffic report is brought to you by Subway. Enjoy a delicious start to your day with breakfast from Subway.
And by National Road Safety. Be empowered. Help make our roads safe. Take the road to zero. Say no more to road fatalities in 2024.
Hi, I'm Wardley Connolly, a flow technician and a member of the Flow family. Every day, myself and other members from Flow team are out in the community working to better serve you. We are expanding our network and growing the fiber family daily. As we upgrade fiber optic throughout the communities, we are committed to ensure a better, more reliable internet experience to everyone across the entire islands. I'm inviting you to join Cayman's largest and most reliable internet. Visit one of our stores near you or go online to discover flow.ky. We look forward to serving you.
Tune in every Monday through Friday at 12 p.m. for Radio Cayman's Midday Newscast. Radio Cayman, the People's Station, your trusted official source for the latest news. The 12 p.m. news is proudly brought to you by Health City Cayman Islands. World-class healthcare within your reach.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Good morning and welcome back to the Business Buzz. It's 14 minutes after 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful morning on the outside, I believe. When I left home, it was dark. And I'm not sure what it's like on the outside right now, but I'm pretty sure it's beautiful. We have some beautiful guests in the studio. I want to wish them a good morning. I don't see any coffee cups, but anyway, I want to say good morning to the folks from Island Naturals. And we have in the studio the Island Natural team. We have Ms. Lindsay Allen. Lindsay is the owner and founder of Island Natural. And we have Crystal Marshall. Crystal is chef de cuisine. And one gentleman in the room, John Konorowski, and he is the F&B supervisor. Good morning, folks.
Good morning. Thanks for having us.
Oh, how's everybody this morning?
Great.
Excellent. Coming from Island Naturals, I expected to see coffee cups.
I have coffee in
Oh,
here.
you have coffee in a cup.
It's insulated,
in
so
your
it keeps
cup.
it warm.
Well, good morning to you guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you introduce yourselves once again. You know, what you do, how you get to this point, and just about everything about you. We'll start with Lindsay, who is, of course, the owner and the founder of Island Naturals.
Jeez, no pressure.
No
Do you
pressure.
mean about
pressure.
us personally, or about the company?
The company
Okay.
and yourself,
Yeah,
just throw that into.
I've been here since 2009. Started the company in 2012. And the company has evolved very organically over the years. Started very small and just kind of, grew as we were able to. And we are now 11 years in. And we're opening our second location in the next couple weeks.
Oh, so you're all excited about that. That's, that's good news. That's good
Very
news.
exciting stuff, yeah.
Okay, and we have John next to you. John, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
You're welcome.
I've been here about a year and a half this time around. I was here before COVID as well and came in, but I joined the Island Naturals team just about a year ago now, almost. So it's been great, great team to join, and like I said, the anticipation of the new location has been a buzz for a year now. So we're ready to go, and we can't wait to share it with you guys.
When are you going to actually open the doors?
A few weeks from now. So we have a couple, we're getting our CEO right now, and we have a few, obviously, training to do and VIP nights and things like that to share with everybody, and then we'll open our doors in a few weeks.
Awesome. And finally, Chef de Cuisine.
Yeah.
Crystal.
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having us. Again, we're really excited to be on Cayman Radio, so that's exciting. Same thing. I'm also from Canada, so we've got like a little team of Canadians with no toques on in the Cayman Islands. I've been here since 2011. Background in the hotels, and then Lindsay reached out and kind of met up with her and learned a little bit more about the behind the scenes and the ethos of Island Naturals, and it definitely aligned with what I saw, the goal and the future of culinary in the Cayman Islands. So I've been on for just celebrated my 1 year anniversary with us. So very excited about the new things coming with the Grove as well. Kind of expanding Lindsay's vision, but growing the whole company as well. So that it's really exciting. So
exciting indeed. Well, good to have you guys on the buzz this morning. And that's all about the buzz. The buzz is about a new location. No. Just some history going back a little bit more, Lindsay. When you came, you decided. Why did you decide you want to open a company like this?
To be quite honest, it was. It started initially a little bit selfishly because I was vegan at the time, and I was using completely natural supplements, makeup, everything like that, and it was just really not available here. I was working in the hospitality industry, and so it was difficult to find options available that were, that would work around my working schedule. So when people would come visit me, I would be like, okay, so I need you to bring, and they give them a big list of stuff. And then I decided one day, you know what, maybe I should just open a store. If I want this stuff, there's got to be other people that also are looking for this stuff. And I just kind of opened a store. I didn't really think it was going to actually work. I didn't give it any thought. I just kind of took the money that I had in the bank and took my tips from the bar and kept putting them into the business, slowly growing it, month by month, year by year. And now we're here.
Look at you.
Yeah, now we're here.
Yeah,
So it was
congrats.
really a personal need, but then looking at the community and seeing, that there were other people that were crying out for this as well, and that was obviously very evident once we opened both the retail and the cafe. So it's just been a very organic start and journey through the whole.
And you're still at our current location.
We are, yeah.
And it used to be we were trying to remember the name of the original.
I think a lot of people know it as Coconut Place.
Coconut Place, the original Coconut Place.
Yeah, it's kind of. Used to be not a very busy place, and now you can barely get in there with the parking. So, I mean, that's a great sign, I think. But
I think we used to come and get ice cream somewhere in that vicinity, that area. Yeah, back in the days. But yeah, so you're still there, and now you've grown. You've grown into your second location coming up soon.
Yes.
And you're not going to give us a date for that?
We don't have an exact date because there's a lot of different things. We're not rushing it. Obviously, people have been waiting a very long time already. We understand that, but we want to make sure that it's done right. We don't mess around. We've been planning this for a while, so we do want to make sure that when we officially open the doors that we are ready. I mean, obviously it's new. There's going to be things that we have to adjust as always, but we'd like to just make sure that we can show everything that we have in a very seamless way for the community when we are able to open the doors.
Well, 2023 was an exciting year for Island Naturals.
It was, yeah.
Yeah.
A frustrating but also very exciting year. Yeah.
We were waiting to open the doors in the new location, so we've been really pushing through that, and I think we all have learned a lot about government background and construction and what have you. So it was frustrating, but it did come with a lot of perks. We did bring home 10 awards in our 10th year, which was really amazing. Lots of culinary, a lot of recognition for our staff. So kind of just to play back into what you guys were just saying, yes, it's going to take maybe a couple more weeks before our doors are open, but we're being very intentional. We want to make sure that people are getting the service that they expect, right? We have a lot of regular customers that come in and, we know them by name. We know their orders. We know who they are. You know what I mean? And we want to make sure that we are taking that same care over to the Grove with the new location. So.
And exactly what does a chef de cuisine do, Crystal? You know that question was coming, right?
Yeah, I mean, I run the show.
You run the show.
I'm in charge of all culinary things. So a lot to do with the behind the scenes. So creating dishes, pricing dishes, things like that. I mean, I have an amazing team. I'm really lucky. So all the awards that we won based on culinary definitely speaks to my team that I have behind me. They're all very, very passionate. But yeah, chef de cuisine, you just you get all the glory, but you also get a lot of the stuff that follows with it. No, just kidding. But just it's the everyday running and the new concepts and growing my team, encouraging them as well, encouraging them to be creative. Lots of our daily specials come from the team, and that's just helping them, evolve as well as chefs. So hopefully.
What's your daily special for today?
The daily special today is a black bean quesadilla. So we have, which is, no easy feat when you're vegan and there's no cheese. A lot of people. So we actually make our own cashew cheese. Which is, we've started playing with some probiotics and things like that, which is really neat to be able to do that, right? So there is a science behind it, and it's exciting. So
my first trip to Island Naturals I haven't been in a while, I have to be honest.
Why not?
I live in Savannah. I live in the Rhulens area, so you need to come out in that area, okay? Fair. So I don't have to trek all the way to 7 Mile. No.
We deliver.
I know. All the way to Savannah?
We'll deliver here to work.
Oh, to work. Okay, true.
There will be some options for delivery out that way soon.
So
we'll
can't wait.
You on that.
Okay, so the last time I was there with my friend Donna Mitchell of Lifestyle. Everybody knew Lifestyles with Donna.
Yeah.
And we came in there for coconut water and the cheesecake, the vegan cheesecake.
Yeah, the cashew cheesecake.
It was amazing. Mm-hmm. Do you still make it?
We do. We still have that. We actually won an award, Best Dessert at Taste of Cayman this year with it. We did a mango rum. So we're gonna
a mango
rum one, and on the new menu we're gonna have a mango dark and stormy. So add a little ginger in there, bring in like that little bit of Cayman flair. So we're gonna have a mango dark and stormy cheesecake on the new menu. So
you're killing me over here. You're killing me.
Are you about to ask us when we're opening again?
No. I'm not gonna ask you. I'm gonna ask you that. But I'm not a vegan, but I'm a vegetarian. Pescatarian.
Right.
Can't resist fish, but when I found out about Island Naturals, I was like, yes, this is good. This is good stuff. Now, so what are some of the other awards you won last year?
We won Best Coffee. What did we win? Best Booth. We won Best Veggie Vegan Restaurant. Best Lunch Spot. Best Value Eats. I mean, if you've ever been in there and had like our pad thai, which is one of our big sellers, it's definitely enough for 2 portions. You can have lunch and dinner with it. So I definitely agree with the Best Value Eats. We won the best plant-based dish at 2023 in the Live Street Food Festival. So
nice.
That was one of the things, though. I'm just going to kind of circle back to what you said. Like we kind of have this niche in this vegan vegetarian market, which is great. But that's kind of one of the things we're expanding on in the Grove. So our new Grove location is going to offer lean, clean proteins, organic chicken, fresh catch. We're going to be working with like a lot of our local fishermen. Also, same thing, organic eggs. We kind of want to make sure that, you know, we're not just sticking ourselves in that niche. We're inclusive to all kind of dietary needs. So that means, you know, someone who's pescatarian can come there, get a salad that's vegan. I could have the same salad, you know, but you could get a piece of fresh catch on yours, or, you know, so we want to make sure that, you know, we're bringing the whole community in, and we want to make sure that they understand that, like, we cater to everybody.
Love it, love it, love it, love it. Going back to those awards, I'm looking at, Susan gave me a list here. A best dessert for local mango cheesecake at the Taste of Cayman 2023.
That was us.
And then you had the best boot also at the Taste of Cayman. You cleaned up.
I think we got. Did we get
choice
3 or 4 at Taste?
We got 3
choice
okay.
for
People's
best
choice
restaurant at Taste of Cayman 2023. Wow. And you're the best coffee shop in the Cayman Islands.
We do have the best coffee, I'm not going to lie.
I want to say I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. That was a great award to get.
No, I didn't know that.
No,
Susan?
obviously everyone has their opinions.
Yes,
I feel like we do.
Do you
a good
do a
job.
decaf coffee?
We do. Yeah.
Okay, of course. Of course.
Our coffee is our own special blend though as well. So we bring in our own coffee. It's our own roast as well. So I mean, we're maybe no offense, other coffee shops have their bring in their coffee. We have our own special bean.
You're allowed to brag.
Yeah,
And
you know,
brag. You got bragging rights.
Just a little teaser.
Again,
is we are
intentional.
taking that coffee and we are gonna put it into an espresso martini at the new location, and the people that tasted it said that it was the best that they had ever had. So I'm very excited about
Look
that.
at that!
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, as well as the food program, we are elevating and expanding our food and our beverage program side of things. So we will be having a liquor, wine, and beer portion of the menu as well. But same idea as the food, very intentional, very thought out. Fresh ingredients.
You're the boss of that.
That's right. Yeah, so high quality ingredients going into those cocktails, and we're really excited to expand that way as well, and just have.
You'll have cocktails.
We will, yeah, cocktails, mocktails. Okay. A couple different refreshers. We're changing up the juices and smoothies a little bit as well, and but it's going to be a much needed addition to the menu, I think, for a lot of people.
Nice. Now going back to that, you have the best plant-based dish. Prize for that at the 2023 Live Street Food Festival. What was the dish all about before we go to break?
Oh, no worries. We did a mixed mushroom bao bun, actually. So it was
mixed mushroom
bao bun, so like a steam bun. Yeah.
Oh.
So that was really exciting, and it was challenging. It's always challenging working with different mushrooms. So we have actually started working with Primitive Greens on island. They're growing their own mushrooms, so we're going to be bringing in some of their oyster mushrooms, which is great.
Didn't know that either.
Yeah. So
I learn new things on this program every Tuesday and Thursday.
That's why we're here.
Oh, so that was just a mushroom sandwich. Sort of.
It's a mushroom steam bun, but we also had our Robert Brownie Jr. there as well, which was our sweet potato brownie.
Robert Brownie
Junior. Yeah,
okay.
You like that little play on names. And we do our own house caramel, which again, not using normally a traditional caramel is a lot of milk, cream, and butter. We're not using that, so we actually have a really good caramel as well. I'm bragging again a little bit about our team, but just that was amazing. So you can get your sugar fix, but also feel healthy about it. It's got sweet potato in it. You're fine, no worries.
Yeah. We're going to take a quick break. Thanks to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center and Rhulens Real Estate. We have in the studio from Island Naturals, Lindsay, Crystal, and John. Stay tuned.
I'm Michael Webster.
And I'm Denise Brown of Cayman Insurance Center.
Family is not the most important thing, it's everything.
We have worked with the community and their families on protecting themselves for the future.
Whether it's providing top-rated life insurance
or protecting your family's household investment.
From our family to yours, we understand and we care.
I'm Denise Brown. Call me at 814-7229.
And I'm Michael Webster at 925-5433.
We are Cayman Insurance Center,
specializing in property, life, and other lines of insurance products and services at an affordable rate. We are Michael and
Denise at Cayman Insurance Center.
Call today.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
On a daily basis, making it easy to connect with you, our listeners. Add us to WhatsApp today, 925-3261. That's 925-3261.
Radio Cayman.
Send a text or voice note.
Can I send a request, please?
You don't really have to ask us. Just send a request.
This is a shout out to my ex.
Radio Cayman, the voice of the Cayman Islands.
Radio Cayman, maintaining the innovation.
We give you honor and praise, adoration and glory.
Radio Cayman.
Praise time.
Praise him, praise him.
Come and let's praise the Lord. Come and let's praise the Lord. Praise him in the morning and in the evening. Oh, let's praise the Lord.
Praise time in the morning.
Praise him, praise him.
Weekdays 6 to 6:30 a.m.
Radio Cayman, waking you up.
Rock my soul in the blues of my faith in your hand. Rock my soul in the blues of my faith in your hand.
Praise time.
I know we care. He'll always be there. Oh, yeah. Praise him, praise him, praise him.
Praise time.
Set your clock for 6 a.m. or you will miss it. Business Boss. Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the Business Buzz. In the studio from Island Naturals, we have the owner and founder, Ms. Lindsay Allen, chef de cuisine, Crystal Marshall, and the F&B supervisor, Mr. John Konorowski. And John, you've been very quiet during this whole conversation. So we're going to pick on you.
Let's do it.
So you're the F&B supervisor. So you'll be supervising the entire, all the locations.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, so Crystal and I both will be overseeing both locations once we get open over at the Grove and kind of splitting our time and sharing things. But, the Grove will take a lot more of our time. It's going to be a much bigger task that we are taking on we have about 100 seats over there at the Grove, which is going to be exciting for the guests and for our staff as well. But it's everything food and beverage is kind of under my plate, and we're like I say, we have a lot of exciting things to bring to the community and to the the natural faithful, and our team is excited as well, and we've hired an awesome team. I'm really proud of who we have on the team right now. The existing staff that have been here for a few years are really excited for it, but we found some really great people to add to the Grove, and we're excited about the service that we're going to give. And
you're not saying that because Lindsay's right next to you, right?
He better have hired good.
Yeah, don't worry, guys.
No, you also have, besides the cafe, you also have the retail store.
We do, yes.
So can you tell us about some of the products that you offer?
Yeah, so right now we actually have 3 retail stores in the current location. We have the original on the ground floor, which is vitamins, supplements, natural skincare, body care, sports nutrition, and that. And then we have upstairs, we have the gift shop. So in the gift shop, you're going to find a little bit of everything, but a large wall of a variety of candles, planners, home decor, jewelry, all sorts of goodies in there. And then next to that, we've got the crystal shop. So crystals, jewelry, incense, salt lamps, diffusers, essential oils. So kind of like the whole mind, body, and soul. Anything you would need for if you're kind of into what we're into. So
a far cry from what you had when you first started.
Right? I know.
Can you remember
I wouldn't have been able to bring all that.
Remember what you first started off with? You remember?
Yeah. Well, just in the downstairs store, there's the pictures of empty walls because I only had so much money to buy product, and now we don't have any wall space. We're begging
That's
for
a
wall
good
space.
thing, right?
It's great. It's a great thing. Customers are obviously wanting more and different varieties, and so we will also open a retail at the Grove.
Okay.
It will be next to the cafe, and it will actually be kind of a blend of the three. So we will do kind of a little bit of everything. So it'll give people another more variety, some different brands that we don't carry right now, and yeah, if you're shopping at the Grove or you're having lunch or whatever, you can dip into the retail and see what we've got there.
Nice. So let's talk about your menu for a few. What would you say, Crystal, is the most popular item or items on your menu?
Right now, currently what we have, like our toast. So we've got our avocado and tomato toast, our savory avocado toast, our sweet berry toast. We've got our green curry bowl. We've got our pad thai flies out. And then we've got a variety of wraps and things like that go. We have soups, daily soups all the time. We've got a really nice tomato lentil soup, things like that. So those are kind of our big sellers. Obviously, smoothies in the morning are massive. But those are like the big things. And then obviously when we move, I'm going to bring it back to the Grove. But again, we'll have like, we're just going to kind of elaborate our current plating, elevate our things. So we'll have some breakfast items. We'll have eggs. We'll have our salads that we're known for and things like that. So, I think that's kind of our biggest sellers right now. Obviously, we have the cheesecake that we mentioned before, but...
So you're looking forward to this, I'm sure?
I am. I'm really excited.
I can tell you're excited.
Yeah, I feel like it is the natural evolution of things, of kind of how like we have evolved, but even just the level of care that we've gone into our plating and things like that is going to be is quite different. And I think people are going to be really surprised. I think they're going to come into the space, and we were there this past weekend saging it and doing like a little welcome ceremony. So I feel like, the outdoor seating.
Sounds more like fine dining than cafe style.
Yeah,
it's
elevated
gonna be
cafe.
in between. It's certainly not going to be fine dining, but
yeah,
it's going to be nicer than what we're offering now. I mean, we realistically probably, we tried for many years, but we should have been out of the space that we're in now. We've certainly outgrown it. So as Crystal said, I think what they're doing with the front and back of house, I think people are going to be pleasantly surprised. But also one thing, I think people immediately assume that the prices are going to skyrocket and all that sort of stuff. We've been very careful with the dishes that we've chosen, the prices that, where they're going to sit. I really think that it's going to be still a very value-friendly type of environment for individuals, families, and that sort of thing. So,
yeah, a couple of great words that kind of describe us is that elevated and intentional with the Grove, and it's going to be again food and beverage both, kind of taking things to the next level.
And how are you going to take that to the next level, John?
Well, the cocktail program, if I do say so myself, it was pretty great. We had we worked closely with some of the distributors and finding the right liquors and the right brands to bring on and to mix with. And I think it's again with the fresh ingredients focus that we've had, we've created some really unique cocktails that people are going to love.
So are you going to have like live music or?
We would definitely like
music?
to, yeah. We've already had inquiries for events. We're not even open yet. So I think that, that's definitely, we've got some ideas for some events that we would like to do on a regular basis, some kind of pop-up things, definitely incorporating music. There's some stuff I've been wanting to do for a very long time, and I'm hoping we can make it happen.
How about catering? Are you going to do some catering?
The catering is going to be the next project. Once we kind of get over this one, we're going to be revamping all of that. We do a lot of catering right now, but I do think that opening up the proteins is going to allow a lot more people choice. And so we will be looking at that as well in the coming months.
Yeah, and the Grove space, by itself is going to allow us to do more events and more catering and more private parties and things like that. So there's lots of communal area there at the Grove as well.
What's the square footage like?
Sorry?
What's the square footage like? Do you know?
Our units, we've got 3,000 square feet, but our dining outside is about 50 seats outside, just alone outside, and we're onto the water fountain, so we'll have couches if the kids are playing in the fountain, that sort of thing. Yeah.
Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay. We're looking forward to this. We're excited. Now, how about special dietary options? Like you've got, I know you do your cashew
cheese.
Are you allowed to call it cheese if it's cashew?
I mean, we try and hold the E a little bit longer, so cashew cheese. No, we call it cashew cheese. Yeah, I mean, but it's definitely something you're bringing up dietary issues. We have a lot of allergies that come our way because we take the time to make sure. So, like, I mean, there's absolutely no gluten right now on our menu. I lied, actually. I'm sorry. The soba noodles. I know. I saw you look at me, Linz. I'm sorry. But we do cater to like gluten-free allergies. Our muffins are vegan and gluten-free. Our cheesecake, same thing, but there would be a nut allergy in there. So, for someone with a nut allergy, then we would, we have the sweet potato brownie or whatnot. So we do cater to everybody's needs. And then we do have a lot of people that have those specialty things, like if they have heart problems or they're, we had a customer come overseas this past Christmas that they were doing some health treatments and whatnot, and they needed a special menu, and we worked with them to make sure that happened. So, they're Lindsay's a great boss. I'm not just saying that because we're on the air, but no, there are, normally with the business, the cost is like the bottom line. And it's not like that with Island Naturals. We really do take the time to read the labels. It's not just something that we say to people. We could put a canola oil or a vegetable oil in there, which would be way cheaper, but we don't. Instead, we use avocado oil. We use grapeseed oil. Like, these are the things that when we say intentional, these are the things that are happening behind the scenes. And that it takes a lot of care to make sure that bottom line, that number that you're seeing on that menu is really, really close. Like, that's value. You don't realize the ingredients that are going into that. I think that's one of the things I'm really proud of. I'm getting some goosebumps, but those things, we don't skimp on something because it's cheaper. We're not going to bring in something because it's cheaper and be like, okay, well, our overhead would be more. We make sure that, our goal is to take care of you, to help you take care of you, so that, it's something I'm really, really proud of.
I like that because it's hard to find quality food, sometimes that you're something that you're really happy to go back and have a second time, I like that. And the fact is that, let me ask you a question. Crystal, when you went to culinary school, did you just work on vegetarian and vegan stuff, or?
Oh, no. Yeah, I used to actually work in Seven, the steakhouse at the Ritz-Carlton. So
okay.
Not all, but I mean, at home, I am plant-based. And that was part of, what drew me to here when I was working at the Marriott a couple years ago. I did a lot of their vegan nights where we would have a special night where we would just do a vegan menu or plant-based menu. And then that was kind of what brought me over here. But then it is also that, we don't want to just do that because there are a lot of different dietary things. So we want to make sure that, if someone wants a piece of protein, they're not saying, oh, we don't want to go to Island Naturals because there's nothing for me to eat, right? We want to make sure that it's inclusive. But yeah, background and everything. And that's kind of the fun thing, though, is how do you take a dish, like a steak or a brisket that tastes so good, and how can I do that with mushrooms? How can I make that so that you don't know you're eating mushrooms, That's the challenge, and it is exciting,
So I have a nice chunk of mushroom on my plate.
Big chunk.
I don't even think about. You say steak? Who?
Steak, exactly.
Steak who?
That's what we're going for. So
I like that. Susan, we're going to take a quick break. Thanks to our sponsors this morning, Cayman Insurance Center and Rhulens Real Estate.
Real estate decisions have a major impact on your life and work. A home may be the biggest purchase you'll ever make. Office space is the second highest cost after staffing. For savvy property decisions, a trusted advisor is vital. Rhulens' reputation is built on that trust. Data-driven and fact-focused, Rhulens harnesses 25 years of experience and the latest market intelligence. We analyze every opportunity in the context of our clients' best interest now and in their future. For important real estate decisions, contact me, Sloan Rhulens, and my team at 938-1000 or info@rhulens.com. We look forward to hearing from you.
It will be Saturday, January 20th, 9 a.m. through 5 p.m. The annual Cayman Islands Orchid Society show is here. Location, Agricultural Showgrounds, Agricola Drive, Lower Valley, Bodden Town. A delightful exhibition of compellingly beautiful orchids, accessories, and implements. Expand your horizons, grow your knowledge, be a student of orchids for a day. Classes, briefing sessions around species, plant requirements, orchid care, manage your plants. Save the date, Saturday, January 20th, the annual Orchid Society Show and Tell, the Agricultural Showgrounds. Bring the family, bring a friend. Orchids, no plants, no bloom like an orchid.
Business Buzz. Business Buzz with your host, Anita Khan.
Welcome back to the final portion of the Buzz this morning. Thank you so much for joining us. We have in the studio the Island Naturals team, well, part of it, just a tiny part of it, I'm sure. And we have the owner, Ms. Lindsay Allen, chef de cuisine, Crystal Marshall, and the F&B supervisor, John Konorowski. Now, Lindsay, we know how you got started, and we know where you are right now. What are some of the challenges, and of course rewards, of running such a business as yours?
I think it comes in stages. I think when you're small, the challenges are different than when you grow.
Mm-hmm.
I think now people have come to know and love, customers have come to know and love what we're doing, and there's always that fear that as we evolve and we change, which is always a natural progression, that not everyone will like that change or not everyone will be on board. So I think there's challenges in, how do we evolve and how do we offer more to the community, but also not upset them, that sort of thing. One of the things...
Keep the old timers happy.
Well, and that's, it is, people don't love change in Cayman, so we're careful of that. But at the same time, we know people are calling out and looking for more options and more variety. And so we're hoping that, how we've approached it will be welcomed for sure. But one of the things that Crystal had mentioned was, quality ingredients. That is definitely one of the challenges, not only when it comes to food costs, but staff costs. Obviously, we all know things have gone up quite a bit in the last couple of years in Cayman. And as a small business owner, it's difficult. And, we're very careful with how we pay the staff and the benefits that we offer, our ingredients that we use, the products that we bring in. We certainly have not, sacrificed quality in any way. We have unfortunately had to take a hit sometimes in the business overall just to maintain the quality that we have and the staff and all that. So, I mean, there's a ton of challenges. You could go on for ages about it. But the rewards, I mean, there's good days and bad days always in a small business, right? The fact that we're here and we haven't killed each other in the last year is a big reward. But no, I mean, it's obviously worth it, and seeing how much people love Island Naturals and seeing what a difference it makes in their lives and how it makes their lives easier, how it brings people together. There's a lot of things that I see that I don't always take the time to be proud, but when I get those moments, it's a very nice feeling.
We're proud of you too. Congratulations to everyone.
We're definitely going to see the fruits of everybody's labor very soon, and we're all going to be very excited for it.
Do you offer any kid-friendly menu?
We got a whole new Island
You've got a new mommy, so of course.
Yeah, we have a whole new Island Naturals junior menu. So this is something that we don't have on our current menu, but we are as we were mentioning before, just with the Grove, we have a whole outdoor seating area. We're right by the fountains in the Grove, so we do expect there to be a lot of traffic with the parents and things like that. So we, and I mean, yeah, like you said, I am a new mom, but kids like choice. So that's one of the things that we're bringing into this is not just, you're not going to get your chicken fingers and your mac and cheese and your, pizza that you get at staple other restaurants. Like those are, we've got like our grilled chicken breast, and then you have a choice of like veggies and hummus or an avocado or, so we're giving them choice for,
healthy
eating, but also, good things that we know that they'll eat. You can put a plate of hummus in front of a kid and they'll go for days. So we're excited about that. I'm excited about that. So it's going to be, a new adventure for us. So,
wow. Okay.
A lot of information.
Yeah. I'm just trying to picture that. Kids enjoying avocado.
Yeah, I mean, we've got like a kids' breakfast board. We've got some mini pancakes,
Nice.
things like that. But again, the pancakes, trying to find pancakes that are like, if you ever read the back of a pancake box, not great. But again, we're homemaking these. We're making them ourselves. We're using the gluten-free flour, and to be able to have something that's gluten-free and it tastes good is a challenge, and we're really proud of. So like our breads, our muffins, things like that. It's very exciting. So
I can't wait for this. Now, how about gift certificates and baskets and stuff at your retail store?
Yeah, we offer both of those. We do quite a few gift certificates and gift baskets, especially at Christmas.
We were really busy.
Yeah, we just finished a very busy gift basket season, but we do them all year round. And
There's Valentine's coming up.
Yep, we do custom baskets. If you go on the website, islandnaturalsretail.com, there is a link there, and you can put in the information for either a gift card or for a gift basket. You can also come into the stores, the retail stores, and we do accommodate that and sell them there as well. Yep.
Can I order online meals?
Absolutely.
For food, absolutely.
Food we have online. We have we have a wide range in the cafe of like snacks and things like that too. Healthy snacks, so healthy chocolate. The sugar snacks, which are great because they have a little amount of sugar, so you feel good after you eat a whole pack. But yeah, we did a lot of gift baskets. We also accommodate a lot of people. So some people wanted snacks in their gift baskets, or they would want to bring in a bottle of wine. We put that in the gift basket as well. So I mean, we do accommodate any special requests that people have and things like that. We do our best. So
okay. Now, going back to, I'm not going to ask you for the start date. I keep forgetting.
February.
Maybe it's Valentine's Day, Susan.
It's coming.
Maybe it's Valentine's Day. You'll be open. Well, you'll keep us posted, right, Lindsay?
We will. We absolutely. When we're ready, we'll make it very known. People are people are anticipating it. But as we said, we just want to make sure that we do it right, and no point in rushing
Absolutely agree.
So, yeah.
I just want to ask you, how did you weather COVID-19?
We were very lucky. We had a lot of loyal customers that would order from us sometimes every day. We had loyal customers that would tip the staff more because of the situation. But it was rough. We a lot of don't make me cry. No, there was a lot of outside pressure to let people go, to think about downsizing, and I just in my gut felt like that wasn't the right decision. So we didn't let anybody go. We paid their health insurance. We did things to keep them afloat, and I was out there delivering myself. We were still open 7 days a week. We were doing deliveries as much as we could, and we just got through. We just did what we could. It wasn't about making money. It wasn't about any of that. It was just about keeping everyone healthy, keeping everyone working, and then getting through to the other side. So yeah.
Here you are now.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Yeah, thanks.
You did well.
Yeah. It was weird.
What are your opening hours?
Right now we're open in the cafe from 7 until 7. Weekends are 7 until 6 on Saturday and 7 until 5 on Sunday. Yeah. And then the retail stores are Monday to Saturday from 9 to 6.
And you have all that info on your website, right?
Yes, social media as well. The social media.
Now I know you guys are busy, especially John. Not saying you're not busy, Lindsay, but Crystal, you've got work to do. You've got to get yourself together, right?
That's right.
Do you prep at overnight for or the day before for next day? How does that work for you?
We prep fresh every day. So we schedule, how we schedule our people. We usually have someone there at 4 a.m. Our baker's already there, using the ovens, making sure that the baked goods. So we really kind of stagger our shifts to make sure that people are in early to prep every day fresh. So, yeah.
Nice.
Exciting.
So, John, how are you enjoying the Cayman Islands so far?
Oh, I love it here. This is my second time around, and I had to come back. So I'm just happy to be a part of, obviously the organization here with Island Naturals. And it's always wanted to be part of something more. And again, the way that we give back and the way that, we're growing and expanding is very exciting. And it's always a great place to be. So
did you get started out as with food and beverage?
I've been in food and beverage since I was 16 years old. So
okay.
Long time, and worked across Canada and in Calgary and Toronto.
As a barista, or how do you?
Food and beverage, like serving, bartending, and then managing and opening restaurants across Canada with a few different establishments. But it's always been a part of my life was the hospitality and restaurants. So it's nice to be here.
Brag about your wine list.
We really can't talk about alcohol.
Well, the wine list that we do have at the Grove is 100% organic. So it's it kind of falls in line with the brand and where we're going with things. So it's going to be again something that the island I don't think has right now is a fully organic wine list. So something that we're going to be able to offer.
Nice. Very nice.
He was also just representing Cayman in the flag football championships in America. So
that's right. Yeah.
Oh, how did you do?
Cayman.
Came back from Tampa Bay this weekend, and not as well as we would have liked, but it was a great it was a great experience.
Next time.
Yeah, no, there will be next time. Sure, there's lots of tournaments across the year, so it's something that's it's growing here in Cayman, hopefully, and again now it's an Olympic sport. In 2028, so it's
the kids are into flag football here as well.
Yeah, there's lots of junior kids.
John
playing
coaches
right now,
a team as
coached,
well.
Yeah,
so.
we finished a league about a month or two ago, and the youth league. So it's nice to see the young kids out, and hopefully they continue it. And now there's something to work for in the Olympics.
I've got bragging rights too. My grandson, he's at Prospect Primary. And the under-9 just won the Premier League football.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Well done.
So, Lindsay, you have I can tell you have a great staff.
Yes, we have an amazing team.
So
we also have a commitment to the community, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, that goes beyond just, sorry to interrupt real quick, that goes beyond our working lives. John's out there in the community. We did Meals on Wheels. We do things like that. But we also partnered with the NCVO this past Christmas. I just want to say that real quick. So it was our holiday give back, and we ended up raising $12,500 for the community, which works out to be 8,900 meals for kids in Cayman, it's huge, right?
Awesome.
And that goes back to what Lindsay said earlier about surviving COVID. Is we've built this following, we have this loyal customer base. So when we partner up with something like this, they give back, they're in it, and it's something to be proud of. Again, goosebumps.
Well, I want to say congratulations, Lindsay, and to John and Crystal and the rest of the team, the rest of the Island Natural team. And we're looking forward to that opening date. And we want to wish you all the best.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
You're very welcome. That's it, folks, right here on The Buzz this morning. We're going to wrap up early, right, Susan? On time, that is. Thanks to our sponsors, Cayman Insurance Center and Rhulens Real Estate. Thanks also to our listeners, our viewers on YouTube, Miss Susan, for producing The Buzz until Tuesday, because today is Thursday, right? Wait a minute. Monday is a holiday. National Heroes Day. Congrats to all the recipients. Make sure you go out and support It's a holiday, so you don't have an excuse not to be there. In the meantime, please have a safe and wonderful day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Susan's got some great music lined up for you on the breakfast session. Come 10 o'clock, Doc will be in the house with RC Fusion. And we'll have Sterling after the news today with Talk Today. Have a good one.
Radio Cayman, the voice, the heart, the soul of the Cayman Islands.